Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins with your daily free picks. Hope everyone's doing well today. So we have three picks in the NFL for you guys today. Yesterday finished 2-2. We had TCU, they got clobbered. We had Navy, who was an outright winner in that game. We had the under. Under was looking pretty good until they put up 29 points in the fourth quarter to end that. And we had Georgia State, who was a 7-point dog, but got the outright win in that game. So, again, a bit of a tough breaking, 29 points given up in the fourth quarter, but is what it is. So, finished 2-2. So, on to today's picks. First off, guys, we have New England and Washington. So, in this game, quite a few different indicators, but I'll walk you guys through this quickly. So, first off, betting against the public after a bad game. So, when a team puts up a miserable game, poor offense, such as Washington did last game, the following game, when the public is betting against them, they cover the spread 61.2% of the time. That gives you an 18.4% ROI, which is a pretty amazing ROI. 13% of the money on this game is on Washington. There is like no faith. I actually just spent about 25 minutes in different chat rooms, and everything right now is like New England, New England, New England. The public is all over New England. But ask yourself this, guys. With all this money on New England, so 87% of the money, why hasn't Vegas moved that line? They're happy taking the money, guys. Vegas, in certain games, they'll roll the dice. They'll let the public load up on one side, especially, when you're getting 16, 17 points at home. They're going to let the public do that. So in this particular game, guys, the line right now, I'm using 5 dimes here. So the line is 16.5. We can bump it up to 17, which is what 5 dimes is posting right now. So we're going to take Washington plus 17 minus 125, guys. We like this as a contrarian play. There's also been 4 reverse line moves on Washington, not a single one on the Patriots. So there is some smart money, guys, on Washington. And I mean, it goes to show if there's smart money on Washington and there's only 13% of the money bet, like the public is all on New England. And I've seen some like pretty ridiculous stuff, like people talking about what they're going to do betting on money line at minus 1,000. Like, I'm not saying take Washington on the money line, guys, but weird things happen in football. So I don't recommend laying 1,000 on New England tomorrow, no matter what you think the outcome might be. So anyways, guys, like I like this play, especially getting 17. Look for Colt McCoy. So Colt McCoy's been announced as the starting quarterback for Washington. And New England defense has been dominant this year, absolutely dominant. But this is going to be a new look for them. I think that Colt McCoy brings a different dynamic. He's going to do a lot of, in my opinion, I think he's going to do a lot of like short passes, which will later on in the game set up some long passes, which could catch the New England defense off guard. I think, in the beginning, they're going to have to kind of commit to stop those short passes, and it's going to open up some, stop and go, corner routes, things like that will open up long passes and give him an opportunity to go deep. I wouldn't say he's, a threat to run, but, I mean, he is. He's capable of running. He has good vision for the field. So I think, it's a different dynamic, guys. Taking 17 points at home, lay 125, I think there's a ton of value there, guys. So that's our first pick. We're going to do that. All right, so on to the second game. We have Tampa Bay at New Orleans. So first 5 weeks of the year, division dogs getting 5.5 points, win outright 48.7% of the time. That's good for a 19.4% ROI. On the same line, when those teams are visitors, they actually win higher. They win at a higher outright win. So they're going to win this game outright as visitors 49.2% of the time. That gives you a 22.9% ROI, guys. So the other thing we have is reverse money line play. So the reverse money line bet against our team in a division game where teams are getting less than 40% of the bets, that covers the spread 61.3% of the time. So what we're looking for in that reverse line move is we're looking for not only a reverse line move, but we're looking for that spread to drop at least 1.5 points, which it has. That spread's come down at least 1.5 points. So we like Tampa Bay in this game, guys. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take what we would normally do as one play, and we're going to go half and half on this. So we're going to take half our bet on the money line at plus 140 to win this game outright. Because as I said, guys, we can expect this game to win anywhere from 48 to 49% of the time on the money line. Okay, so at plus 140, that's a lot of value, guys. We're talking 48, 49% chance to win. It's a lot of value at plus 140. So we're going to take half our bet and put it on Tampa Bay at plus 140. We're going to take the other half of the bet and we're going to take them at plus 3. So we'll get the 3 points in that game. All right, on to our third pick. Similar situation, guys. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. So we have 4 reverse line moves in this game. The betting distribution is close. Right now, there's more bets on Baltimore, a little bit more money on Pittsburgh. So again, that indicates, the reverse line moves and the sharps. We also like this, again, as I said before, an outright win where division dogs getting 0 to 5.5 points. 0 to 5.5 points, where the underdog covers 48.7% of the time. That's going to give us a really good ROI, especially considering this game is plus 155. So we're going to do the exact same thing that we did on the Tampa Bay game, guys. We are going to take, and again, I'm using 5 dimes for these lines, so shop around. You might be able to do better, but we're going to take Pittsburgh plus the 3.5, okay? So we're going to buy the hook there, plus 3.5, because we can get that for minus 125. So Pittsburgh plus 3.5, minus 125 for half our bet amount. The other half we're going to put straight up on the money line, guys, and take advantage of that value. The money line at plus 155. Again, I don't need to tell you guys, at 48.7% win rate, plus 155 is a phenomenal return. Like if we could bet 20 of these games every day, we'd be very, very wealthy. So, again, guys, I go back over this again and again with you guys, but I'm always talking about value. That it's more important sometimes to find value than it is to find, a team that you think is going to win. So we're looking at a game here. When I say, we'll win this game outright 48.7% of the time, that means we're going to lose this game, the outright game, more times than not. But if we're taking plus 140, plus 150, plus 155 on these games, this is going to pay off big time long term for us, guys. So those are our plays for today. Not 100% sure if I have something for the evening game. I did have something for the evening game, but unfortunately there's some steam the other way, so now I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't like betting against steam plays, guys. It's like betting against teams, like betting against the sharps, the guy, like the top guys in Vegas, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. So just to recap what we have here so far, guys. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. We like Pittsburgh for half our bet, plus 3.5, minus 125. Then we're going to take the other half of the bet, go money line at plus 155. We have Tampa Bay, New Orleans. We're going to take Tampa Bay, half our bet, plus 3. The other half, we're going to take the money line, plus 140. And finally, we have New England, Washington. 5 dimes, got it at plus 17. So I like that 17, guys. If your book doesn't allow you to move that line, well, as always, I suggest find a new book. But if it doesn't allow you to move that line, then I'm okay at 16 and a half. But I really like that extra half point brings us to 17. That's 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So we're going to do that at minus 125. So Washington plus 17, minus 125. Guys, thank you very much. Wish you guys the best of luck. And as always, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything, please let me know. Comments other than, New England's going to trounce Washington, blah, 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 because I've spent 25 minutes just reading how amazing New England is. But we've been against New England the last 2 games, guys, and we've covered the last 2 games. So, and I heard it all then too. So right now, New England's presenting a unique opportunity where they continue to fail to cover, but at the same time, the public loads up on them again for 87% of the money. So let's continue to ride this, guys. Let's take advantage of that value that's given to us by the public, and let's be on the right side of this, guys. So that's it for today. Might post one later, guys. As I told you guys before, subscribe, hit the little bell down there, and that'll notify you when I post pics, so you don't miss it. I haven't been doing anything on social media this weekend. I'm not going to do anything on social media. I want to reward my subscribers to see this, so I've been kind of laying off social media this weekend. I'll be back at it next week, but that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you very much, and as always, guys, have a very lucky day.